I seriously apologise for the state that this trash is being recorded in, but goddamn, Shadowplay has decided that I don't deserve to like use it, I guess. So I'll be using this instead, as wonderful as that is. Okay, let me just try and keep this up while staring at this screen. Okay, I have been experimenting a bit with like FPS mechanics and such to try and like get some basics in for like my FYP project in the future, because I'm sort of planning to do like an FPS end game raid kind of thing. Maybe just an encounter, possibly a boss, depending on like time restraints and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, I haven't done tons. I have mainly been focusing on a auto like uh, bullet magnetism system that will eventually be like fully fleshed out with all the other systems and whatnot. So there's actually one extra ring which is later going to be used for like what do you call it, like ADS slowdown and a couple of other things. But yeah, I'll explain them anyway. So as you can see, this is my like debug thing. I've got like 3 rings and a little dot in the middle, the dot representing where the site is looking. I have no idea why it shakes from side to side. It might just be like latency, or something. But I'll look into it more in the future if it becomes a problem. So the outer ring represents like detection. So like it detects whether like parts of the player. As you can see currently, like I am detecting the dummy guy here with my that you can kind of see on the outside of him there is a box which is some line trace. I originally had an issue where it would only trace like specific points. Like it still kind of does, but it's less of a problem. As you can see, they kind of like move around. So that's why I didn't send this video beforehand, because I had to track to like set bits on the guy and it just wasn't accurate. I would have had to lead to like a ton of points being set up and whatnot. But anyway, so the outer shell picks up the enemies, like whether they're there or not. So as you can see, it turns red depending on like how far overall I actually am in. It's not 100% set up correctly at the moment, just because it changes per resolution. So I'm gonna have to like sort something out. I did this on a higher res PC earlier, so it don't quite line up. But in the future, it will. I'll come up with some form of formula to sort it out. So yeah, that just detects the player, and I'll use that to like slow down the ADS and whatnot, like in the future. The second ring is like an upper limit, and the center ring is a lower limit. So as like you cross over, it starts to pull the sight towards it. So as you can see there, and then that would be shooting on it, and you would never miss. And that is the same for all points around the guy, and it keeps like pretty steady. I'll eventually want to make it so that like maybe there's a bit of weight to it. So like if I want to aim at the head specifically, that's like the main key focus, because obviously headshots are more important than body shots. But at the same time, maybe this will just stay the same. I don't know. But yeah, it just pulls away from the middle, and that is essentially it at the moment. There's not really much else. Oh, it is blocked by terrain, so if you're not like if I was down here, technically his body's on the other side of that, but you know, up there, it's all good. This is more for an aim down sight style thing, and yeah, it technically still works in ADS. Emphasis on technically. It's not very amazing at the moment, but it works. But this would probably be for aim down sight, because obviously